I'm going to talk. I'm not going to say too much in this session because it's late and some people have to sleep. But this rectangle is somewhere, somewhere above the screen. Uh, see the mouse moving. Well, there is. Not likely the pixels aren't there, but in your mind it's here, which is amazing. Uh, below this, below this URL bar address URL. Okay, now let me explain how this happened because I'm not sure if some spirit told me the answers. I went to have my dinner and or diner. That's why I rather use super ready, super, like the Genesis song. Uh, Genesis. Because I'm having trouble with this pronunciation. Super ready is better than diner, dinner. I have problems with this letter. Uh, Probably there are so much rules that don't care to memorize. Uh, I was memorizing words in the past, the pronunciations of the words instead of rules of the English language. But you cannot memorize. Maybe yes. But since you don't need all the words, all the existing words, there are times that you don't memorize words that you don't use until those words appear into your life. Then you don't have a memory of those words because you didn't need those words in the past, and you didn't study the rules to pronunciate those words. So the letter I'm having problem is this. Uh, I I just memorized a lot of words, but I don't know any rules of pronunciation. Uh, so instead of diner, I was talking about diner. I'm not sure if it's diner or dinner. Probably it's diner because I know this word. But it's dinner. Imagine. And I was saying, I know this word, but I don't know. For me, this doesn't make any sense. Even when I overweight again because of this dinner. But instead of deciding of diner and dinner, I went with supper, which is also the same word. Look at this. So I don't care if this comes from another country. Instead of saying diner, dinner, deciding on the fly, I say supper. I have my supper. But yeah, I will study this letter because it only happens to me with this letter. Let's find out if I use this. Hey, I haven't. I don't know. I haven't spotted too many errors with the other vowels like this or this, but this vowel is a little problematic for me. Or maybe there are more words with that vowel than the other vowels. Maybe a study on frequency of how on the vocabulary of a given person. If people use a lot of words containing e or a lot of words containing u and too few words containing I don't know. Maybe someone has come up with some study. Yeah, most likely it's related to indiscipline to study the rules of the language, of the English language. Is That's the case. But yeah, supper ready is the same thing. I was explaining. So I went to have my supper, but I want to explain to you because maybe this the idea comes from I don't know some spirit. I don't know, but I don't think so. Uh, but I was just having this supper dinner, and then I was thinking of Sir Isaac Newton, and reading a little bit of his extreme imagination of the guy. uh, and then when thinking here, it was quite obvious that I was missing this part because unfortunately I didn't show you with pictures and drawings as I've been doing. So maybe you will tend to say this guy went ahead and someone told him, and you will have to trust me. Besides, I don't care if you trust me or not, honestly. But yeah, we were. Um, Maybe this was obvious for some smart people. I was asking some questions on algebra 6 years ago, or 5 years ago, 5 years ago. These guys were seem to have all the answers, and I was thinking, why these things doesn't come to me? Why they know the answers? How do they manage to know? Why is difficult for me? And again, here's the probably someone will see in this in the future if someone watch this video. Is this guy okay? He's so slow and slow thinker, and it's obvious he's missing this part. Uh, I don't know. Most likely that's the case. But eventually I came to this. So I was imagining the thing rotated, which takes me to the point that in the past people, since they were lacking a lot of tools that we have today, they were taking to the limit the human capacity, imagination, strength in the muscles, the muscles. All the human capacity was taken to the extreme, to the limit. They were stretching the traits that make us humans. And now we are missing a lot of those stuff. We are losing our humanity. I don't know. Uh, but imagination is a thing that we have. So I was seeing this thing, not seeing, I was thinking of this thing. And then it was, then I say, okay, I'm missing some space here. But which one? And I was thinking of this. But I say, how can I calculate this anyway? Then it was, and then, like this thing again, okay, this is the thing that I have access because we have this measure. I mean, we have this data current Y. So I just add, and since you need to move the straight edge over the right, it's addition. So no Isaac Newton here. Okay. And now it seems to work. Now we have another. Now we can make now that we have this, by the way, I was saying that I will exercise on sort of plugging numbers, but I will do it without you seeing it. I I don't want to put you into this thing. I will do it on my own. And if I come with something cool or something that I will share it in a short video, um, to picture, to portray the idea of working with uh, things that you don't know, but you know that things that you don't see, but you know they are You cannot see it, but you say there's something here. I cannot see it, but there is something here, and it's explaining it with these numbers. But I don't know. I don't know if I will understand it at that level in order to share it with you. And let's instead move it. I would like to at least try with smaller images. Um, yes. So we have these things. These, and we are lucky. We are lucky. Uh, we are. Where is our stretch? I can't believe I was doing this. All this is from a book. I'm reading this book. This October, more than a year. I, maybe my technique is not working about having randomly selecting books. It will take me forever to finish this. But I don't know which book to pick. Maybe randomly selecting one book of the entire set of books and committed to finish the book. I can do that. So stretched. And so we are lucky because we have this. So I'm going to copy. Well, this thing is not at the center, so don't small. Mm, 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 mm. Yeah, how songs happen how songs happens in your brain. Um, yeah, let's reduce this. You know, and how do you build paint? You're saying that a conversion this thing is to work with images, and they managed to create paint pixels. Maybe 300. No more from MC. Yeah. Why it doesn't like this? Oh, that's right. CHTML. Oh yeah. You know how this thing happens. Maybe the brain is operating and it's quite a thing, the brain. Mm, mm, mm. When under small. What do you think? It's going to work or not? Maybe not. So, do you think this is working? I think yes, because we haven't calculated. The handler is not at uh, how do you say the midpoint is not. Unless unless we do it with GIMP. But I think the image has been rotated. But then again, we have this issue that we need to get fixed. I mean, if this was a video game, this would be a great thing to have. You know, having some kids telling you, I will give you the cell phone only when you manage to for this straight edge, this stick to put it together with this one, and then you will have the cell phone, and the kid will be like this the entire day. Hey, I cannot do it. Try again, kids. You see, and then hey, come on, give me the phone. This is not working. I told you what to do. You know, kid. You know, you need to uh, really get this stick to touch. To try harder. Oh, and the kid will manage to do it. Man. Look, kids are smart. They will be okay. Oh, you give me the phone now. And then the father will say, "Okay, here it is. I was thinking you will not make it, but yeah, let's waste time by marking the midpoint of this." So, what's I going to say now? Oh, I move it. Okay, 20. Okay, oh, that's rather hardcore. I can't believe it. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. 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 Will not be exactly. Most likely we will have the same result. So what do you think? What do you guys think is happening? Is this the midpoint? Is this the correct one? How can visualize this? So this line is here, or on the top of the cross? Shouldn't the cross align be aligned? It makes sense because we are calculating we are the midpoint. You see, we have the midpoints here. But this was so much. Yeah, but it has to do with the midpoints. Well, no, if I'm not, besides, there are a lot of rectangles on the screen every 3 seconds. So it's quite a thing. Uh, yeah, oh my God. I think that's the thing. So now we can get to sleep now. Hey, now we have a lot of work to do. Like this to have the kid. Yeah, we will make probably a mega game for some kids to some sort of 3-year-old kids that maybe they will do it like this. Because kids are smart and they will move in this thing and they will be observing and and this will be great to observe a kid because the kid will be observing if I move this. You can also teach logic. Look, if I move to the right, the thing goes down. To the left, the thing goes up. The kid, oh my God, kid, no. And he loves the game. So he managed to start again. Yeah, little video game for kids. Yeah, you win. Yeah, this is a great. We will probably make a commit. Yeah, we should make a commit of this to so we can then go back to this commit and build the game for this. It will be for little kids. Uh, okay, status. Yeah, status. Our next challenge is to crop the straight edge. Well, I'm, I think it's time for me to sleep or to play the guitar. But let's commit this because I have some things to think. Maybe at 10 and a half. Mm, yes. Well, the rotation beginnings beginnings okay idea. Okay, let's just now we see that we have the thing uh, working. Mm. Yes, okay, now we have this. So look, we have good news because the rotation happened. How can I say this? The rotation took place. This is the rectangle. This rectangle is this one. Now we will see. Okay. Okay, the ruler is rotated. This is the one that they should remove it. We need to rotate. Fixing this uh, fixing this one. You know, this is not moving. The other one is moving because they share the coordinates. So every object will have its own coordinates. Every drawing that the user performs will have its own coordinates. So with that, uh, mm, but that's okay. No big deal. Our next challenge is mm, to crop the images because like turn this into a constant. Mm, Background color, base color. And the end, what matters is what you write instead of the thinking. Mm. Okay, let's try more rotation because we managed 90 degrees. What happened with 45 degrees? That's wrong. That's wrong. But let's focus on cropping the images because otherwise we will unless we can bring the others, the one with the marks. Okay, this is great. And we can place them 100 and 100. I don't know how this will behave anyway. I don't have idea how it will look like. I'm seeing a lot of besides the screen going crazy. Okay, So took into account this coordinate. Okay. Okay. So it's taking into account because we move even these. Okay, let's see, 100. There's a little bit, seems like a little bit of mismatch. So the X is not, uh, it's the X, the X is not calculated uh, as it should. And maybe if we fix the X, uh, we will we will be able to rotate with other degrees. If we fix the X, we will be able to fix the other degrees. Yeah, it's the X. And we will need the other rectangle. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe we will not be able to finish this today. Yeah, let's do 0. But the screen, oh my God. This formula for X. It's too much. And we say we fixed the rotation, but now we did. Okay. Right now here. This is 0, 0. Well, it's correct. Current x is at 500. Look the distance from this point to this point, and now this point to this point is correct. Now the distance from this line um, to this line is the same as the same distance from this line to this line. So we need to take care of the x. The rotation took place correctly. The rotation took place correctly. But this is your email. Yeah, I will have to work out in a Cartesian plane. This is a quite confusing thing. Besides the screen doing doing its thing. So the X on the X. So the rotation is happening correctly. Because we can measure, we will do it the same. We can measure from this point to this point, and it will be the same as this. Yeah, I will use a number that allows us to make the calculation. Where is this thing now? It should remain the same. Okay. We haven't fixed this. It works for a number, but we haven't fixed this. This will change. Let's increment this thing. It seems it's working, but it's not. Let me show you. It wasn't 10. So that number works for 90 degrees. It doesn't matter the size of the image. Now, this is 100, and this is, my God, 10. It happens that we'll have to make. Hmm, I don't know. We will need to establish a relation. We will need. Oh my God. Yeah. Already seems to be the case. Now, if we will need to make some tabular data. Okay. What's going on with this? If this thing was translated, this point were translated to this point were translated to this. point, and then rotate 90 degrees. So if we rotate 180 degrees, now it will be horizontal, and it will be like this. And this one will be here, horizontal, horizontal. It's over here, horizontal. Let's bring it to here. So this the origin minus current y. Okay, there you go. So yeah, we will. Oh my, 4 minutes. Oh, that was quick. We have. We will come up with a formula. We will need to store the rotation too of the image. This is a quite uh, elaborated application. It is great. It's not your okay blackboard. Okay. You people. Okay, so all right. We have rotation, routes, X, Y. Alhamdulillah. 110. I'm not sure. Oh, minus. I can't believe it. Okay, it's time for me to play the guitar for this was we ended we are now in this real extent. We will find something here. Imagine we come out with some formula from this tabular data. We can look on the internet, we can look on the books, but I think we can find, with patience, a lot of hours invested, we can find some sort of formula, hopefully. And if you are afraid of mathematics, don't wait to build an application. Listen to Leslie Lamport and get to know your high school mathematics as the palm of your hand. Do yourself a favor. Help yourself. I don't know if that's correct. Leslie Lamport. The guy is happy, very happy. No, he's the man. Listen to this guy. He said that, you know, engage in mathematics. You don't even know esoteric mathematics, according to him, but high school mathematics, which for me it was long ago, but we can engage once again if we structure today quite, you know, yeah. So Leslie Lampert, the man, he's just look. So get to know your high school mathematics. But in our case, we are going to deduce things. Or now I wonder if this will behave the same. Um, some people like numbers. Some people are saying meaning numbers. Maybe we, maybe we can, see something. Maybe plan a journey to the application. Let us see. So it works for this size, but let's see if it works for the big time thing. It does, but it's amazing because the thing is now bigger, but the coordinates remain unless unless we are not seeing the other that is some sort of hidden somewhere, and we are just saying, well, how can we make sure of that? Well, by subtracting at least 10, because it can be elsewhere, you know, in some other galaxy. But let's make sure if it's right behind. Uh, I'm not doing anything, but it's not here. I'm very happy. But it's not here, unless we are changing the ground, the ground coordinate. Okay, how can we know? Maybe X. No, it's not here. It's not here. How can we know where this thing is anyway? So this one should have moved from here. Kind of like it's incredible how it works for the 90 degrees. Because now it's taking into account these these values. We can print this. Okay, no, this is quite a thing. Maybe we can come up with a different way uh, to place this point uh, um, on the ring because um, if this thing is our coordinates will need to take into account now these variables. We will need to find a way to relate this 8 and this 7 with this, with with the coordinate. But tomorrow I will not have to. Tomorrow will be like this, 2 hours maybe, because I'm not sacrificing mathematics anymore. I will devote this application 3 hours a day at most. So it will take me forever to finish this. And this was the last day I sacrificed my study of mathematics because of this. But 3 hours a day I can donate uh, to the promotion of geometry. Yeah, I think you guys have enjoyed. Look at these beautiful numbers. Some people like to assign meaning. Mm, yeah, well, stop because um, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I have 4 exercises in the guitar and I don't want to be late at night. So thank you very much. See you with these same numbers the entire week. Next week, I'm going to close it. And in the morning, I cannot devote time to these formulas because I am reading the Lord of the Rings. So I think we're learning a lot amongst observing and gaining a lot of beautiful insights, like the previous chapter, prior to this chapter, this episode. Okay, I need to read my emails. If you don't know a metronome application, here's one. I'm preparing for my practice. 30 bits BPM. So thank you very much. I'll take it. Okay. Thank you. Have a good night.